finally back in our apartment! And we're done with quarantine. Hello, and welcome to my London flat. I am in desperate need of a haircut, but luckily on April 12th, London has opened up to the public, so now you can actually book some appointments at hairdressers. Although those appointments are booked up for about a month. Anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about traveling during COVID. My partner and I recently just made it over to London from a 2-month stint in Croatia, and it was quite a challenge. Traveling during COVID is a pain in the... It's crazy expensive and it requires a lot of digging for information that might be out of date. And it also takes a really long time before you finally get to freedom. But before we deep dive into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release new videos. Alright, and now let's take a look at what it's like to travel from Croatia to the UK. Two days before our flight, we traveled to a nearby town to get our COVID test done. Amsterdam and the UK both require you to have a negative PCR test that's no older than 48 hours. You can't take public transport, so we had to take a taxi pretty much everywhere. That she took the first one out. I just felt like I had two in. That's fine. After receiving negative results, we grabbed another taxi for a 3 hours ride to Zagreb. The new rules to travel to the UK are very specific and elaborate. First is a negative PCR result no older than 48 hours. Next is the passenger locator form, which has to be completed 48 hours or less before you arrive in the UK. In the passenger locator form, you add your contact details, address, ID, detailed travel itinerary and history, your quarantine plans, and whether you've booked all your additional tests. Which brings me to my last point, the travel test package. The UK requires travelers to self-quarantine for 10 days after they arrive and take 2 PCR COVID tests during that time. One on day 2, and the other on day 8.
Okay, I think I want to get one of these ones.
This one because it's fancy.
Yeah, obviously, duh.
Truffle chips.
I'm going to get these 2. And then I want to get a nice Palinkovitz. But this is going to be too much alcohol to break through. Alright, I'll do this one, I guess. Alright, this is going to have to satisfy them.
Yeah, this is enough. started this journey at 8 earlier. It's been 12 hours. Border. We made it to the border. Thankfully, public transport and the tube are open in the UK, so we were able to take the Central Line. Not thankfully, it was very late, we were super tired, and we messed up a bus stop and ended up having to take an Uber, which, you know, was only £10, so not terrible. Actually bad.
Good night. What does quarantine make you want to do? Reorganize. What you up to, darling?
Hello, good morning. Am I speaking to Leah? My name is Maria, and we are contacting people on behalf of the UK government for public health purposes. We're just calling to follow up with you about your quarantine. Is that okay?
Can you please confirm for me the year that you were born?
Okay, as part of the COVID-19 response, you're legally required to isolate at home for 10 days. Can you please confirm that you are currently isolating?
Have you opted in to have a test-to-release test done, apart from the day 2 and day 8? And you are legally required to take a test on day 8, which is today. Can you please confirm that you have taken or you intend to take a day 8 test?
Failure to do so may result in prosecution. And just a reminder, if you start to experience any COVID-19 symptoms,
You can search COVID-19 Stay at Home for guidance or to order a test, okay?
Thank you for your time today. Do you have any questions for me?
Have a lovely day.
You too. Bye-bye. To be honest, I'm actually pretty impressed with how rigorous and strict, although annoying, traveling to the UK has become. Especially with how poorly the UK handled COVID just a few months ago, which is why we were actually staying in Croatia in the first place. But in the past couple of months, they vaccinated over 1/3 of their population, and I should be getting my shot in mid-May. Make sure to know when yours is available. Get that vaccine. It is of the utmost importance if we want to beat this pandemic. We're in this together. We've got this, and I'll see you next time.